Hey everybody, Rhody Insider here, Chris DeSano, and really looking forward to talking with fall signee, Ishmael Leggett, 6'2", 175, 180. What are you these days, Ishmael? I'm sure you've been hitting the gym and whatnot.
For sure. I'm 185 right now.
185. All
Yeah,
right.
during quarantine.
Nice. I'm 187, but I'm going like the wrong way at 187. So
Right.
you're in good shape at 185. But it's good to talk to you. Thanks for taking a little bit of time to shoot the breeze and get Rhody fans up to speed on what's going on with you these days.
Definitely. Thank you for having me.
Of course. So first and foremost, how's everybody on your end? Everybody healthy? Good?
Yep, everybody on mine's doing well. Staying quarantined, just trying to stay safe during these times.
Nice. For fans who might not be familiar with where you are, where are you geographically right now?
I'm in Accokeek, Maryland, which most people don't know where that is. It's in PG County. So
Okay.
it just came out the documentary. So PG County documentary, basketball. Baltimore is probably like an hour and a half away. DC, 45 minutes. And yeah, we're pretty like from St. John's, I'm probably 50 minutes, which is in D.C. That's where I go to high school.
Yeah, well, that's what I was getting at because obviously you had a great senior season for St. John's, but so that's about a 50-minute commute for you normally?
I mean, it could range from anywhere from 45 minutes with no traffic to with traffic, an hour and 20. So it's really unpredictable.
Believe me, I went to undergrad down that way as well, and I got a bunch of buddies that settled in the Northern Virginia area, and depending on the day, a 7-mile commute can be an hour 20. Just
it's crazy.
So, so I know we spoke in the fall, and right after you officially inked your letter of intent to come to Rhody, obviously study and play hoop. And back in the fall when we spoke, it was down to, at least among the finalists, Charlotte was in there. And you had visited Charlotte. It was a place that you liked. When you went down there, did you meet Malik Martin? And how crazy is it now that you guys are going to be playing together?
Right. So I think he might have been hurt, I want to say, when I went down there because I played pickup with the guys. But I definitely remember seeing him. We had a couple conversations. And now that he's going to be a Ram with me, that's kind of ironic that we're both going to be on the same team when I visited. He's on a different team. So
yeah, it is. That is great. It's funny how things work out. I know I just alluded to it a little bit, but you had an outstanding senior season at St. John's. Can you get fans up to speed with how that went? Maybe just take them behind the scenes a little bit on your senior year and what your thoughts about it were.
I think my senior season went very well. We had a so-called young group, so I kind of had to take lead, but I didn't have a problem with it. And we ended up losing in the Final Four in the WCAC to DeMatha. It's a well-known high school as well.
Oh, yeah.
But senior season, I couldn't ask for anything more. I got closer with my guys. We won. That was the most important thing. And it just shaped me to the player I am today. So I feel like I grew a lot in my senior year.
That's actually it's a perfect segue that you just sort of teased a little bit because I was about to ask you. From the time that we talked, I don't know when it was exactly, October, November, to the end of your senior year, what parts of your game, let's maybe take it both on the floor and off the floor, grew the most for you?
I'd say on the floor, definitely my confidence because the ball was put in my hands a lot of the time. So I had to be confident with my ball handling, shooting, just everything on the court aspect of the game. But off the court, leadership was a big role that I had to fill because we lost 3 seniors, and me being a senior on a young team, I definitely had to step up, being vocal on and off the court, just leading the guys in the right direction, and make sure they're not doing the wrong things and just keeping them in check. So my leadership off the court definitely was tested, and my confidence increased on the court. So
on the court, as far as leadership, you just got at it a little bit, but was it really becoming much more vocal mostly, or were there other parts of sort of your leadership rapport that you tweaked a little bit as well?
I mean, a lot of it was vocal, but my thing is just leading by example, just showing them what to do. So if I'm talking, I expect you guys to be talking on the floor, and if I'm doing something that's supposed to be done the right way, then my guys definitely follow suit. So that was definitely a great part of my senior year.
That's cool. You talked about confidence a little bit too.
Right.
And I'm sure it probably spanned into various facets of your game. But was it a much more confident mentality in terms of shooting the ball as well? Or were there particular areas that maybe you always had that confidence even through junior year, but senior year you sort of kicked it up a gear?
I say the confidence aspect is mostly me just believing in myself, like believing that every shot's going to go in. If I take a bad shot, then it's just next play mentality. I can't dwell on the past. And I feel like it definitely increased my senior year because the ball was put in my hands more, as I said before. But just overall, everything, just believing in myself, and my teammates put that belief in me as well. So that also helped.
That's awesome. What did you guys finish with record-wise?
I think we went 23-7.
Okay.
So, yeah.
All right. That's a nice year. That's for sure.
Yep, for sure, definitely.
And like you said, down to the semis as well. So,
right.
Cool. What about skill development-wise now? What have you been working on? I know it's a little different because we're all in, various shelters in place or quarantines, but how have you been getting out, and what have you been working on?
One of the things is definitely just getting stronger, staying in shape. So that means going on runs, getting push-ups in. In Rhode Island, we have a little workout plan, so I definitely follow that. Nice. And as far as getting shots up, I'm fortunate enough to have a court outside, so I get out whenever I can. I work on ball handling, shooting, just anything I'm uncomfortable with, I want to be comfortable with by this time the season starts. So that's my goals for the season.
That's great. Along those lines, I remember that you and I talked about wanting to work on, when we spoke, like pull-ups off the dribble. Has that been something that you've been trying to sort of drill in on?
Right, because I'm still uncomfortable with shooting off the dribble, so I'm working on it every day. I just want to be comfortable with the things I'm not comfortable with, and that's definitely for sure at the top of my list.
What about on the defensive side of the ball? Obviously, you've been doing a lot of individual skill work, adding strength, shooting. It's going to be more offensive. I'm sure you're working on lateral quickness and whatnot, but let's take folks back first to when you're on the court in a general game situation. What do you pride yourself most on that side of the ball, and how have you been working to maybe expand the defensive side of your game?
Right. On the defensive side, I mean, I pride myself on defense. I feel like I can guard anybody that somebody puts in front of me, and that's one of my biggest things, just guarding the ball, and when I'm off the ball, making sure everybody's talking. And I think my defending skills is what people first see in me, like how I get after, my tenacity on defense, the way I communicate, and that's definitely something that coaches see and appreciate. And I'm just trying to build on it, Maybe it's being more vocal, maybe it's not fouling as much, just critiquing the little things that'll help me go a long way when I get to Rhode Island.
You're essentially like writing the interview for me right now, but you led us right to another one, which is I talked with David Cox, and I did one of these interviews recently with Trace Berry as well. And David described both you and he as culture players and dogs. And you sort of got at it a little bit there, but what does that mean to you?
Just getting after every play, no plays off on the offensive and defensive side. On defense, saying to yourself, this person will not get anything. I won't allow them anything. And on the offensive side, same thing, no plays off, being smart, having a high IQ, and just getting after it. I mean, that sums everything up, to be honest, just getting after it on both sides, just treating every play like it's your last pretty much.
Nice. When you let's shift a little bit and talk about the talent that is going to be coming in and surrounding you as well as you move forward. Obviously, it's been an active offseason. Trace, who we just talked about. You've got the Mitchell twins coming in via transfer from Maryland. You got Malik, who we spoke about. When you see all that happening, does that get you excited about playing with those guys? And that's notwithstanding, obviously, the returning crop of players that you're going to get a chance to learn from, whether it's Fats, Jeremy Shepard, other guys, and play with.
Right. I mean, I'm extremely excited. Just the knowledge that these guys hold, me coming in as a freshman and them being at where they are in their basketball career, I just feel like I'm going to just be a sponge and absorb everything they have to say. And when we're on the court, we're going to get after it. Like, on the court, we don't know each other, but off the court, I'm just looking forward to building that bond and having that relationship with them as when we get into the season and before, because I communicate with some of them now, but I'm definitely looking forward to building a stronger connection with That's all great. The guys.
I was just going to go there too. So who are some of the guys that you've already developed, a steady cadence of communication with so far?
Well, the Mitchell twins, I grew up playing basketball with them, so that's kind of our relationship there. And then Trace, us coming in as freshmen, we definitely touched base through social media, text, stuff like that. Just catching up. Nothing too much, but I can't wait to get on campus whenever that'll be and just meet the guys in person, just have conversations with them, and we'll see where it goes.
What's your plan in terms of getting to campus? Are you going to try to get to campus as early as possible, depending on when restrictions ease, or how does it line up with you finishing up high school, all those things?
I mean, before I was supposed to go down for a summer session for a school summer session, so I was going to go down early.
Yep.
But since the pandemic is going on right now, my summer classes are going to be online. So whenever I get the opportunity to go down, I'm going to take it as long as it's safe. I mean, as long as everything is safe and I'm able to, without breaking any violations, I'll be down there as soon as possible.
Yeah, it certainly makes sense. I mean, we're all in a real similar boat in terms of just waiting when it's permissible to do things.
Right.
Is it going to kill you being away from the beach? Because I know that when we talk back in the fall too, you're a big beach guy. You know, we gotta open the beaches around here. You know, even my bald head, I'm there like every other weekend. So,
right.
Yeah, you got to get. Was there a particular beach that you maybe developed a liking for when you came here? Whether it was Narragansett or one of the other ones, did you? Where'd you stay? Did you stay in Newport?
Yeah, we stayed in Newport, and
Okay.
I forget what. I don't know. I don't know what beach it was, but we went to a seafood spot, and the seafood spot, I don't even think it was seafood. It was some restaurant. It was really good, and it overlooked the beach. And I just thought it was the coolest thing just to be eating, and then the beach just right there. It was peaceful, and then there was kids playing on the beach. It was amazing. So I'm definitely, when I get down there, that might be the first place I go, the beach.
That's great.
Just the peace of mind, and it'll definitely be great.
Yeah, I think there are going to be a lot of Rhode Islanders and people in Rhody Nation that are right there with you, because obviously once all this stuff starts to ease, that's the first place we're going to all want to go to. You're right. There's a peace and serenity to it, and just, being able to go down there and chill. Anything else that you've got going on these days that you want to update Rhody fans on?
I mean, each day is pretty much the same for me, but as far as it's getting really repetitive. But
it sure is.
But as far as the Rhode Island family, I mean, I just can't wait to get started. I can't wait to meet everyone. I can't wait to get in the weight room, just meet everyone and build relationships. I'm a big relationship guy, so if you see me, if I see you, then you're one of the family members to me. So I just can't wait to get down there. I'm excited. Each day is on my mind. I'm very excited.
Well, that's great. And I know that Rhode Island fans are obviously extremely excited about getting you up here. A lot of optimism, in terms of, as Coach Cox said, some of the intangibles, that you'll bring really from the jump, to this program. Obviously, they've got a couple of senior guards, but there's going to be, as you well know, tremendous opportunity, for you, as you said, to learn from those guys, and then hopefully to take the ball and run with it. So,
Sure.
Ishmael, I just want to thank you for, taking the time to get fans up to speed, and wish you and your family good health moving forward, and hope to see you up here in Kingston soon. So,
yep. Thank you for having me. I appreciate it.
Of course, we'll do it again, and hopefully get a chance to do it a lot over the next 4 years. So,
for sure.
Ishmael Leggett, everyone, taking a few minutes to join us here. One of the new faces, bright new faces that you'll see for URI basketball this coming season and beyond.